Heat. Showtime, MP. True ballers only.
Welcome everyone to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Looking now at some numbers for Andre Drummond.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
So a look at our starters for the Wizards. Jordan Poole out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then it's Jaren Jackson. Then there's Sarr. And it's Henry in at the small forward position. And for Los Angeles, we've got Jared Vanderbilt. Also Chris Middleton out there. Andre Drummond is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's the eraser in at the point. You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, B.A., proper rest and stretching can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
Tip-off goes to the Lakers. You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, B.A., the kind of stat stuffing we'd only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
Here's the eraser. He played a great game against New Orleans. Drummond with the screen. And there's the lob. And Drummond with the jam.
He's got such good hands and good timing on that jump. Beautiful timing for the Drummond alley-oop.
Here's Poole. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. I talked with him about how he's approaching matching up with Jordan Poole tonight, and he said to make sure we don't lose him on defense. We have to talk, and we have to know where he is. Expects his team to be very active and talkative here tonight. Guys?
Allie, thank you. Now here's Drummond. Three-pointer is up. Middleton knocks down the triple.
Well, Middleton hovers around that 40% mark from downtown in his career. It's a good-looking shot there.
Now here's Poole. The D's right on him. Inside. Stolen by Drummond. Here's the eraser. Guarded by Poole. Got it. Reeves has gotten his second bucket of the game.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
It's stolen away. Here's the eraser. On the take. And he goes in for the dunk. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, B.A. That's just not fair.
And the Wizards call time here. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Phoenix.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Jackson, the pass to Henry. Now Poole, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. And there's a pick. They need this. Washington again can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Outside Coulibaly. Fires the 3. Rebound, the Lakers. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one. On the wing, Reeves. Coulibaly defending. Middleton passes to the eraser. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. The eraser's got 5.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Jackson, right side. Pass to Sarr from the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
Here's the eraser. He's got 5. Shot is good by Reeves.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Here's Henry. No good. Great D that time from Middleton. The eraser, the pass to Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And so it's Washington with it, following the score by the Lakers. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, whenever Jordan Poole is out there, Brent, you expect some highlight reel moments.
Well, there's no doubt that Jordan Poole's the kind of player that's going to take some chances, and sometimes it doesn't go so well, but when the times pay off, BA, it is spectacular.
And both free throws good for Poole. All right, Grant, what do you think about Jordan Poole's nickname, the Poole Party?
Oh, it's very apt, right? Because when he's on, everyone is having a good time. But it also speaks to his relaxed attitude. He's out there to shoot and have fun while doing it. You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And Poole puts up a deep 3. Drummond grabs the miss. And so Middleton will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And they've been quite the story in the NBA this season, stringing together 22 wins in a row and looking for more.
So few teams in the history of the NBA have ever put a streak like this together, so it's really impressive. My prediction, the streak continues.
I mean, he's yet to make a shot this quarter. At some point, you got to look for other ways to impact the game.
Drains the triple.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Poole, the pass to Sarr. Pass to Henry. Clock at 6. Poole shot is off.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his game. He got his timing down.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. The Wizards trail by 21. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
To stop the run. And he lays it up and in.
Yeah, hopefully that settles him down after starting the game 0 for 6.
Here's the eraser. He's got 10. Driving in.
Yes, sir!
Oh!
That's what you tune in for right there.
Wow. Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Pass to Drummond. Outside Vanderbilt. Here's the eraser. Back to Vanderbilt. Middleton from the outside. Count it. All three of his attempts have gone in.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Sarr. Drummond defending. Pass to Henry. And here's Jackson. Now Koulibaly. They set the pick. The eraser grabs the board. The eraser's got 4 rebounds now. Now here's Middleton. Outside Reeves. Down low. Here's Vanderbilt. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
So close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a three-point opportunity.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Luka Doncic has checked in for Chris Middleton, and Vanderbilt drops them both. Brent, you've spent some time in front offices. How much more do teams rely on analytics now versus even a decade ago?
Oh, a massive amount, BA, but there are a lot of teams that still aren't there. I think it's a constant battle about how far you're going to push, leaning into the numbers. But with all these net ratings and the ways that you can start to digest what it is that guys are producing on the floor, teams are getting smarter and smarter.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
And the Wizards shooting just 25% from the field in the first quarter. There's Jackson with the 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. The ball's knocked loose. In transition, here they come. Here's the eraser. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, the eraser in the last matchup against the Pelicans got the job done. He scored 64 points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, BA, I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's the eraser. And here's Doncic outside. Buries it from 3.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
Can they get it? Shot's good by Carrington. Carrington's got his second bucket of the night.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
The eraser. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Henry. And here we go again. The Lakers on the break. And it's the eraser missing. Here's Henry. They really needed more from him in that loss to Phoenix. Here's Rice. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. And here are the Lakers. On the wing, Reeves. To the inside. Here's Drummond. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Yeah, Drummond's going to go right back up into that physical play, and he's still going to finish strong.
1:36 left in the first quarter. Here's Rice. And again, Washington, no good. Now Los Angeles with it. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked. But the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building not in a good mood.
There's a screen. Here's Henry. And the baseline jumper goes down.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Sends it home from three-point land.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Here's Carrington. 14 points for him last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
He also had 2 blocks that really impacted that game, guys. He really made his presence known.
3 on the clock. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's the eraser. And here's Reeves. Here's the eraser. 23 points in the game. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Doncic with the bucket.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And so it's Los Angeles, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back. We welcome you back to second quarter action. This game. They've got Andre Drummond, Austin Reeves out there with Royce O'Neal. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's the eraser in at the 1. That's the Laker 5.
And that's why Andre Drummond is up there in the league leaders in field goal percentage. Down low, high percentage shots.
Pass to Carrington. Three-pointer. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Here's the eraser. Guarded by Poole. And that one's good, the eraser.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And it's Poole with the ball for Washington. And this matchup with Los Angeles, their first meeting of the season. Pass to Carrington. The 3 is up. Rebound, the Lakers.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
The eraser, the pass to O'Neal. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Jackson outside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Middleton's checked in. Left side Reeves. On target from range. Reeves has got 13.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers. On defense, the Lakers. Will it go? Rebound by the Lakers. Drummond's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
Maybe a time to... Get out of the
Wow!
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Pass to Carrington. Here's Rice. Poole from long range. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
They're really working the paint now.
And Washington shooting just 38% in this quarter.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
The eraser, the pass to Middleton. Here's the eraser to the paint. On the wing, Reeves. 6 to shoot. Here's the eraser, guarded by Poole. The eraser. Tries again. And the layup is good by Drummond. Drummond's got 12.
And Drummond can sit on that weak side block or in front of the rim and just be a tough guy to move out from the lane. He'll get those offensive rebounds.
Pass to Poole to get back on track. Again, the miss by Poole.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
And that one's good. The eraser.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Here's Carrington. Takes a 3. Poole shot is off. The Lakers shooting 76%. You don't see this often. Here's the eraser. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. The eraser's got 9 points in the quarter.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Pass to Carrington. Here's Sarr. There's the 3. He drops it from range. Give him 8 points now.
It does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Now here's Middleton. Drummond with the screen. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Now dare Middleton to answer you, and he will. That's one competitive guy.
Poole, the pass to Sarr. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
To the middle. Here's Middleton. The shot from the low post is good.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
Jackson surveying the D. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Carrington. Washington again can't hit.
And that's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's the eraser, guarded by Poole. The eraser, the pass to Vanderbilt. Middleton up top. Here's the eraser. Here's Drummond. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
And so it's Poole who brings up the ball for the Wizards. A shot to stop the run, and it's rejected. On the wing, Reeves. He had 25 points in his last game.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Poole. Offline from the top of the key. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. And they're up an insane amount going into the break. Really mucking it up on defense. Active hands, multiple efforts, forcing turnovers. We'll be right back after this word.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
Acclimating to the league is not that easy. These guys are already accepting the challenges and the rigors of the NBA, and they're crushing it. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm curious to see which rookie might take even another step and separate himself from the pack. Now, looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Washington Wizards.
They're getting destroyed inside. I'm pretty sure even Kenny could get a layup on them right now.
Shaq, I'd get a layup on you every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, my pick and roll game was just phenomenal.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And the Wizards shooting a low 28% so far in this one. So on the floor for the Wizards, we've got Jordan Poole, Jackson out there with Sarr. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly, and it's Henry in at the 3 spot. Pass to Poole. Here's Henry. Jackson outside. To the inside. Deflects the pass.
If you could stay active on defense, good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands helped alter what would have been a sure 2 there.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Inside. Here's Sarr. The eraser grabs a board. The eraser's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And here's Reeves outside. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And Washington has possession. Poole outside. Puts it up from 12. Drummond grabs the miss. The Lakers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Count the basket. Vanderbilt's got 12 points in the game.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Poole, the pass to Henry. Back to Poole. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Drummond's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Kicks it out to Middleton. And a fast break now for the Wizards. Here's Coulibaly. Finished off the break. He's got 6.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim, that's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
All right, Brent, in an ideal world, if you're team building and you have the ability to build around a type of superstar, what would that look like for you?
Well, BA, the game has changed so much. We see that the most valuable players now, today, are big wings that can handle the physical rigors of both ends of the floor, playing offense and defense, can have the ball in their hands and create advantage every time they touch the ball, whether they're scoring it or making plays for their teammates. But the biggest factor is this guy has to motivate and ingratiate himself to the rest of the team. Those are true high-level championship caliber players.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Pass to the eraser. Goes up again, and the layup is up and in. The eraser's got 38 points.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Here's Poole, outside Koulibaly, and he's going for the lob.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. Here's the eraser. Good work there as it goes. The eraser's got 40 points.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Jackson outside. Good D by Vanderbilt.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition. Washington shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great. James is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's the eraser in at point guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. From behind the arc. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Yes, it's good. The eraser's got 42 in the game.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Pass to Baisley. Here's Sarr. They set the pick. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Now, there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's the eraser. Drops in the three. The eraser's got 45 points.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
Down low. Sarr misses. Well, Los Angeles shooting has been incredible. 72%. Yet another assist. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A. Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Back to Poole. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Sarr misses. The Lakers have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's the eraser. Pass to Mason. Here's the eraser. Doncic with it. There's the triple. And Los Angeles another three.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys. 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Poole for three. The eraser grabs the board.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
It's rebounded by Washington.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
To halt the run, and the jumper falls for him.
And just another weapon that Jordan Poole has in his offensive arsenal.
Here's the eraser, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
The Wizards have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Pass to Poole. Fires from deep. Poole can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second. leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Here's Sar. O'Neal pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. James, that's good.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Rice. To the paint. Here's Sar. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
That shot is good by O'Neal.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Washington's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's Sar. The kick out to Poole. Fires for 3. And the three-pointer goes.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
And he comes up with a bucket.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out. Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Doncic passes to the eraser. Let's go with a 3. Washington with a rebound. Baisley's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Rice. Check by James. Poole from long range.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball. I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
Here's Carrington, guarded by Doncic. Poole outside. From outside the arc. They get it again. The 3 sinks the tray.
You can tell Poole trusts himself completely, gets the ball, and then he immediately takes that shot.
Takes it inside, the eraser. And they recover it.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Tries again. He got it again. Sensational.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. The Wizards shooting right around 40% since the beginning of the fourth quarter. Pass to Sar. The eraser grabs a board. Los Angeles has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Here's Doncic. And again, it's the Lakers.
And their offense tonight is Luka, Luka, and more Luka. When he's on, it's an opponent's worst nightmare.
Pass to Poole. Here's Rice. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Here's the eraser. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks it from distance. The eraser's got 55.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation. This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Los Angeles has gone 4 of 5 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Outside O'Neal. Here's the eraser, guarded by Poole. And it's the eraser missing. And it's Poole with the ball for Washington. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Diallo's checked in for Los Angeles. Shepard comes in for James. Here's Henry. Left side Koulibaly. Pool for three. The rebound by Diallo.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Beyond the arc. And Los Angeles, another three.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Poole, the pass to Henry. With the floater. Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's the eraser. Again! What an avalanche!
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Outside Koulibaly. Back to Poole. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
And at the pool party, sometimes you get dunked.
Here's the eraser. Three-pointer. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Henry. Pass to Poole. Fires the 3. Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's the eraser. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Sarr. Back to Poole. Outside Koulibaly. The 3 is up. The eraser grabs a board. Koulibaly's gone, just 3 of 10 shooting from the field. Here's Doncic. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Doncic has got 9 points now in the quarter.
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
Poole up top. Rebound by the Lakers. Here's the eraser. Doncic on the wing. Inside. O'Neal passes to the eraser. And here's Doncic. Shot is up. And there's another one for the Lakers.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Lakers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And with this one safely in the books, it'll mark their 23rd win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for the eraser.
He was in the zone. He's just a man on a mission, and that helped him notch that triple-double.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Here's Henry. And miss after miss right now.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Pass to the eraser. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Diallo outside. Here's Shepherd. Just 4 to shoot. Doncic outside. Drills it from deep.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. So long, everyone.
college basketball for another 30 years, and I see that again.
They don't even know what's coming for them.